There have been reports around the office that you have been talking baby talk.
Why would people say that?
Well, I have it on good authority that you said following. You read that back to me?
Andy have a boo-boo tummy.
Mm-hmm.
He calls turtles shell beavers.
Well, that's what they should be called.
They're green. Beavers are brown.
Definitely, we've had this argument. We've agreed to now talk about it.
But you...
It's the Al Travis Show. We've got our Katie in. It's Life with Katie. And she's just flown in from Vegas. How are you doing, Katie?
I'm doing really well. Al, how are you doing?
Good. You're one of the big muckety mucks at a thing called Mainstream Boutique. Check it out online. So I've known you to go to Vegas 2-3 times a year, right? I mean, and you have for years?
We go twice a year.
Okay. And so the stuff you're buying now is like 2026 getting ready stuff, right? I mean, your winter springing it. You got to be ahead of the curve. They got to make it and then bring it to your shop. So, I mean, right?
Right. Some of it, some of the stuff we bought is immediate. So it'll be shipping in the next week or two.
Okay.
And then we pick stuff out through, March of next year.
Okay.
April, May in some cases.
And do you find this fun? I mean, as long as I've known you, you've been doing this. Does Vegas get boring? Does the shopping get boring? Tell me just the idea of doing this over and over. Can Vegas get boring? Let's start there.
Well, you know what? We stay at the Vdara because it's kind of centrally located. It's easy to get to the convention center, all those things. The only time we were on the Strip was going to the airport and coming back.
Okay. Oh, okay. So just work.
We didn't spend 1 second.
Oh. Okay.
And usually we at least will go and have dinner one night on the Strip and we'll maybe walk it a little bit, but we didn't at all.
No. So is that because you're getting bored of Vegas?
What, honey?
So you're getting bored of Vegas. You've been there, done that. It's not, if I flew down there, haven't been there in 10 years, I'd have to go see something because, but you're there every other year. How about the pressure of buying next year's fashion and being on the cutting edge of that? You're the one figuring that stuff out. Is that a little nerve-wracking that you might grab something wrong? And
oh, for sure. And happily, we go with Marie, the founder of our company, and Mac does a trend report and the two of them spend a bunch of time kind of studying what's going to be the next thing. And then you'll end up seeing the same look repeated in multiple booths because, I mean, there are hundreds of vendors with thousands and thousands of pieces. So it's nerve-wracking in that it's like, okay, who do you buy it from? And we'll try stuff on because it's like, is the fit right? Some of it, it's like, wow, that's really cute. The fabric is really bad. So we'll skip something and be in search of a particular item and trying to find it at a great price point with a proper fit and quality fabric. Yeah, it's crazy. And then really, if we just completely blew it, that would be such a swing and a miss for the whole company because then it goes on a list of recommended, things for everybody to purchase. And there's a lot riding on it, but we have a really good time. It's fun.
I don't know Mainstream Boutique anything, but the thing I find interesting about your website, because when I start following you, that stuff comes up. I don't know how to say this without being sexist. Your everyday women wear, right? It's not what's the Sweeney chick's name? The perfect jeans gal, right? It's not, your clothes, because you do like regular gals putting them on and trying them on. You're buying for the regular gal, not the Stuart Sweeney, whatever. I should know her name, I suppose. Whatever that gal's name was, right? The gal with the perfect body, and that's not what you do, right? I mean, you're out there trying to find the ones that hang correctly. Terminology,
right? Yeah, but because we typically carry in our stores 00 to 16, so you really need something that'll look great on the gal who's smaller, and you want to have something that looks great on the gal that's more average size or larger. So yeah, it's you need something for everybody, and you need, what's somebody going to wear who's going out on a date night? What's somebody going to wear when they go to Target and go shopping in their regular life? What's somebody going to wear when they're going to work? What's somebody going to wear when they're on vacation? There's so many different aspects of a woman's life and things that they're doing and reasons they need clothes. And then you have all their different sizes. Then you've got all their different price points because to one person, $60 is a lot for top. To somebody else, that's like an entry level top. So
Yeah.
what price point do you go at? It's really interesting.
What will if someone's listening to the program, they go to mainstreamboutique.com, I presume, .com. Will I see what you guys purchased before it gets on the shelf? Like, you saw this stuff, we're going to buy 25 of these, they're cute as all get out. Will there be a picture of that on your website? Or will it be once they show up? So when I look there and I say, I like this for my wife, I can purchase it. It's already there. It's not like wait 2 weeks. Do you pre-fashion your fashion stuff, or is it what's in the stores on your website?
Usually it's what's on the stores, what's in the stores on our website. However, this past week, we took some reels, or we took some photos and some videos, and Marie and Karen threw them into reels, and there's stuff that we purchased that's on there, and then there's stuff that we just walked by and thought, well, that's cute. So you'll get a taste for what what you're gonna see in the store, but you won't see the actual product until it starts showing up.
Fair enough. So you guys did not go out to big dinner. I had a question for you.
You know what's funny is the first night Marie's like, hey, Katie, pick somewhere to go. And I'm like, what are y'all interested in? What are you hungry for? We kind of landed on, let's go to a Mexican restaurant. Okay. So I looked it up on TripAdvisor, which is what I usually do. And there was one rated number 17 of the 5,277 restaurants in Vegas. I said, okay, let's go to this place. Oh, it's on Tropicana Avenue. Fantastic. Tropicana, there's the old Tropicana Hotel. That's got to be right along the strip. That'll be great. So, decide that's where we're going to go. We hop in put the address in the Uber. We hop in. We drove and drove and drove. It was like half an hour away. It was out in a suburb somewhere. But
that is stupid. Was food good?
It was good, but it was funny. We laughed because it was like, we thought it was going to be like a 5 or 10 minute drive, and we ended up across town.
All right. The question for you, this is the question of the ages. There's some website, MIAIMA whole website. So people do stuff and they put it out there, think they're right. They're having an argument and let the world decide. And they get trashed on both sides. I don't know why anyone would do it, but the one that was on yesterday, day before, which I thought was interesting, I wanted to ask you about it because you have children roughly the same age as mine. Guy goes out with his grown children, right? Dad takes the fam out to dinner.
Uh-oh.
And the son orders a meal, and then he orders an appetizer, and he eats almost none of it and asks for 2 or 3 boxes to take the leftovers home. And dad, and I'm not blaming, I don't lead you. The dad tells his son on the side, that's really not a very smooth move to do. Somebody else is buying, you don't take enough food for a meal and a half later. And he tells his dad off, they have a little conversation, and he puts it on this website. Katie, your kids are taking the dinner, you're out there all grown-ups, and they decide to stock the shelves. You for it, again it, or would you mention, would you say anything?
So they literally are buying stuff just to bring home
Well, he said he wasn't that hungry, so he didn't eat his whole meal.
Why did he order food?
Then he ordered an appetizer and then asked for a box to take it home. No, it was, he said his eyes were too big for his stomach, but come on, you're a grown-up. How much can you. So my thought is, are you mad? Are you just writing the check and saying, it's just going for my kids. It's okay. That's me doing you, by the way. Okay.
Wow, that sounded just like me. You should do that again, and I'll just move it's radio. Nobody'd be able to tell. I was going to say, you could move, I'll just move my lips and you start talking and people will. You know what? It really depends on my mood because on any given, I'm crazy enough that on any given day, I might not care. And just be like, whatever. On any given day, I'd go, okay, well, let's go halves on. Are you going to pay your half, or do you want to Venmo me? Because sometimes. Do
you do that with your kids? Do you really? I don't know that they have bought me dinner. I'm buying today. We'll go over that. But I've never split it halvesies or had them Venmo me. Really?
Yeah.
I like that.
I've done where I just pay for it. I've done it where the bill comes and Santa grabs her wallet first and she's like, I got it. And she'll buy me dinner. And the other night we were out and she asked me, she goes, do you want me to pay half? And I went, sure. And she said, okay, I'll Venmo you. And I said, great. And another night.
What a great relationship. That's fantastic.
Yeah, we went out and it's like, man, we were both jonesing for some cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory. And so we went out for dinner. Did I just bring mine? I brought mine. She ate all her dinner. I brought some of mine home. And then and when the bill came, we agreed that I would pay for dinner. And then we were going to go over to the Cheesecake Factory and she was going to buy dessert. So we're pretty.
All right. Fair enough. But you went to when I looked at this story, because I remember when the kid was in college, just like the last one who got out, and we were up in Mankato, and hey, want to go to dinner with us? He's like, I'm really not all that hungry. He said he didn't want to eat. I said, come on out with your mom. Let's sit down. You can take whatever you don't eat home. We had the conversation before we left. College kid, put it in your fridge. You're going to be fine. I had no problem with that. But again, my oldest, who's been out 8-9 years, I think if he just was tucking food and running, I think I would actually mention it. It's like, do you do this? The problem, maybe not so much with your old man, but when you go out and the boss takes you out and you just grabbing the most high price thing on the menu to be that guy, I think that's a life lesson.
Yeah, I don't think that's good. Speaking of Vegas, we were in Vegas one year and one of the gals showed up with her boyfriend at the airport and was like, what? Okay. And then she asked, she's like, hey, can he come out to dinner with us? And I said, no. And then we were at dinner and she's like, hey, do you mind if I buy a meal and bring it back to him in the hotel? Yeah, I do. Last time I looked, he was not.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like, wow.
See, that's got some kahunas there. To bring your boyfriend on the work trip without prior doing it, to ask if the work would pay for his meal. Yeah, there's some kahunas going on there. I'll tell you what, that's not cool.
And not to be an ageist, but guess how old she was? Probably
25 to 30.
I don't think she was that old.
Oh, really? Okay. My biggest one was when I was working with the big cable company. We had the sales meeting, and we got to go out to dinner, and you'd see these guys. I just and it was the lobster thing with the side tail. I mean, work sucked it up. I was like, I don't like this stuff. I'll just have a hamburger. And they look at you like, you're not getting enough. I'm like, it's a dinner. It's just to feed you. I'm not here to say I ate the charred steak thingy. Those people drive me nuts. It's like a grab bag.
Right. I think it says a lot about people who think they're going to take advantage of, man, I'm going to really stick it to them and order the filet mignon. You know what? It says more about you than anything possibly could, if that's what you're going to do. And yeah, that's a really bad move in my opinion.
You had texted something about intermittent fasting. I want to talk about that on the other side. Can we do that?
Yeah.
It's Life with Katie on the Al Travis Show.
Achieving your financial goals requires individual planning and a comprehensive approach. At Midwest Money Management, our mission is to provide you with the knowledge, tools, and confidence to feel comfortable financially today and secure about tomorrow. Learn more at MidwestMoneyManagement.com. That's MidwestMoneyManagement.com.
Securities offered through JW Cole Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services offered through JW Cole Advisors Inc., Midwest Money Management, and JW Cole Financial Inc. and JW Cole Advisors Inc. are unaffiliated entities.
Do you have a closet full of old videos, photos, slides, or films? Regain that space and preserve those memories for future generations. Visit archivinglifemedia.com or call 952-829-8018. See how safe and simple it is to digitize all your media. Gain peace of mind knowing that all those important memories will be saved and can be seen and shared again. Do it today. Check out archivinglifemedia.com or give them a call, 952-829-8018.
as in alligator. L also in alligator. But it's not alligator. It's the Al Travis Show.
And we're lucky to have her. It's Life with Katie on the Al Travis Show. You had mentioned something, I don't remember, a week ago, maybe even on the show, about intermittent fasting. Is this a new thing for you? I've heard of it.
You know what? I'm going to try it. My sister and I went out for dinner and a play last weekend, the weekend before, and she was talking about doing it. And I said, boy, that sounds really interesting. Well, and we were talking about it this week in Las Vegas, and it's supposed to be good for preventing cancer. It's supposed to have all sorts of health benefits to it, as well as maybe dropping some weight. So it's like, wow, well, you know what? I'm going to give it a whirl. And last week I thought was really rough because I'm trying to do 16 hours without 16 hours off, 8 hours on.
Okay.
And I think just knowing that you're not supposed to eat, it's
makes you hungry.
And
does this have to be during the day while you do stuff? I guess my point is, I'm looking, if I go to bed at 8 and I don't get up until 5, I got 13 in a, but does sleeping count?
Yeah, sleeping counts, except tend to be a night owl, so I almost never go to bed before midnight, or 11 is maybe
freak.
Right. So for me, I've got 7 hours probably covered. Sleeping 6-7 hours. And
so you've tried it. How hungry do you get? How hangry are you?
Oh, pretty hangry. Although I will say that I was wondering if maybe I was starting to get over the hump, because yesterday we were busy, because I was trying to do it in Las Vegas too. And yesterday we were busy. And by the time we ate yesterday, it was 2 p.m. And I'm like, wow, I've gone 17 hours without eating. I hadn't really thought about it.
Well, I guess if you're busy, if I could smoke a cigar, that could get me through a lot of that stuff. When I'm smoking a cigar, I don't ever feel hungry when you get done. But then if the 8 hours on, I presume you're not catching up. I'm I'm eating a pizza and a half because I'm behind. That can't be the answer, right?
No, I think you're still ahead of the game if you eat like normal, but you're then the premise is too that you're more careful. Like, you don't want to go, because it's also bad for you because your body needs food. So to swing over to McDonald's and get a quarter pounder with cheese and fries is probably not that good for you. But yeah,
I think John Lennon, if I'm not mistaken, John Lennon did this once a day most of his adult life. One day a week, he just didn't eat. All he did was drink water. No, he didn't make it all that long, but that wasn't his fault. I just know he did. Not really on him. So I don't know if it works or not, but I didn't know he did that. I'm out of time, Katie. Love having you on the show. Thank you for doing this for me.
You've got your invite to the birthday bash next week.
And I'm hoping if I can't make it, there's plenty of photo evidence that we can talk about when you get back in the program.
Oh, I'm guessing there will be.
All right. We'll be back with more. Right now, I got to say thanks to Katie for Life with Katie on the Al Travis Show.
Tired of one-sided media?